Action.
Hey, Premium Scapers, what's up? We're back at you again with another Let's Talk About It video. Today we will be finishing up the second wave, and I think we may go on to the third wave. We might hit the flag bearers. I'm not 100% sure what one we're going. We're trying to go in order, but when it comes to the master sets and the flag bearers, we're not 100% sure exactly when they came in and came out.
It ain't gonna matter too much. We're gonna have it close regardless,
right?
And that's kind of our goal. But as I always say, y'all, from Mr. Premium Scape, welcome back to Let's Talk About It.
Today, like I said, we're finishing up the second wave, and I got a feeling we're going to be talking about one of the favorite figures that I always love to use.
Well, we have to be talking about him because we only got one card.
And you know, Mr. Premium Scape hated to fight against, obviously, but we're going to let him draw between all these cards that I have now. And draw one. And who did we get?
Sir Denrick.
All right, Sir Denrick. I love this dude. When he came out, he was a main staple for my knight armies.
And this dude, man, he really looks like a cool looking knight. I mean, look at him.
He is so sweet. Here's his stats and things, man. He's a human. He's a unique hero. He's a champion. He's valiant. He's medium 5. The dude had 5 life points. He moved 5, so he's pretty quick for a knight. He won range. He had 4 attack, 4 defense, both above normal, and he was only 100 points.
Yep.
And that's not even counting the powers we're about to talk about now, which made him so much more better. He had a coward's reward. Unfortunately, I didn't get to use him on a lot of orcs because...
we got disengaged. He don't get to use it.
It says Denrick rolls 1 additional dice against each figure leaving an engagement with him. So it needs to say, unless you're an orc or have disengaged, once he got up to you, you stayed and fought, no matter how bad it sucked.
Yeah.
And usually it sucked pretty bad, considering he had 4 and 4.
But here's where he comes in tough, I think.
Oh, the giant killer power. This is
This
awesome.
is hard against the orcs because you're relying on Grimnack or Krug or
when Sir
Smog.
Denrick attacks huge figures, add 2 attack dice. Now, I'm gonna say that's not large, it's just huge.
Yeah, it's huge. The Swag don't count, but Krug and Grimnack both get squished.
So he's rocking a 6 attack against these dudes. This is why sometimes when you use Krug, you had to be careful about
what you
the dice you're putting on him to get that extra attack, because when this dude went, because he was a human champion, the knights synergized with him. So you're talking about 4 knights and this dude, and this dude's going to rock that 6 attack, and they all get 3 attacks. So 4 attacks of 3, then 1 of 6. That could take your Krug out pretty quick. That could take out most enemies really quickly, especially if Krug was only sitting on a 3 defense.
Yeah.
Now Grimnack had a 4 defense. He's a little bit better.
Now Grimnack can eat him with a 17 or higher.
Yeah, he can. He can do it. And that was always horrible. But now Grimnack could chomp the other knights
without having to.
Right. And usually you're always chomping with Grimnack because his attack of 2 is pretty pathetic, honestly.
Yeah, it is. Your attack ain't what you're doing. You're just chomping.
I mean, you got Grimnack. He's the orc on the back, stabbing people with those spears, and that's why he's got a 2 attack. And unfortunately, Grimnack the dinosaur, who he can only chomp because he got such tiny arms, he can't reach nobody. So, maybe if they gave him a tail swing too, maybe that would have been pretty cool. Where you can knock players' backs that way if they're surrounding him, he can push them away.
Does he bond with the bears?
I think the bonds just says a champion that follows Jandar. I think
so.
I think he does. Now, vice versa.
Yeah.
Irene and Adalburn does not synergize with the knights.
Yeah.
Because they only take human champions.
Okay.
And I think that's how the wording works on it. The human people take human champions from Jandar, and that's why they bond with them. But the bears just says Jandar champions. Okay. I think that's how it's worded, or just champions of Jandar, something to that effect. So that way all the old guys work with them. Alistair and him and Gilbert. So that's how all that works. And you think of that stuff, and I'll be honest with you, you kind of think, wow, man, Jandar's got all kinds of stuff it can synergize with. And really, they don't have as much to synergize with as you may think they do. You think it happens that way, but it's really not that big of an ordeal. But I love this guy. I don't know how many times I walked up on big old bad Krug and just start whacking into him. But it was a battle though, because here's the thing: if you wounded him real good but didn't kill him, your end was probably next, because Krug's swinging 2 attacks at you.
Yeah. And he still gets used. I mean, knights still get used. They'll always be used. Orcs will always be used. Knights are always going to be used. These kind of figures, these last 3 figures that we have went over in the last 3 videos, are all great figures.
Yeah, they're going to be used all the time.
I mean, I hate to say it, but to me, it's like you almost have to have these guys. I mean, I know some people can't get them, but I mean, it really makes your collection when you got these.
Yeah,
guys.
he's another one. If you buy him in the pack, anywhere from low side 80, high side 120 probably. But if you're getting him by yourself, man, you should be able. I'm gonna be honest with you. You get him anywhere from, I'm gonna say, from $5 to $10 if you haggle and barter a little bit. Because, like I said, once again, there's so many of them out there.
Yeah,
it would be easy for him to be one of those you can probably get maybe $5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had a whole one collection of these guys, which was Krug and some Gladiator. I gave those away to somebody.
Yeah, Jamie, I think so.
I mean, and it's not because like, oh, I don't value them. It's just because, like, sometimes, if you got people that you're playing with a lot, and you're not going to use them, and you're not going to make a killing off of them, why not don't even somebody you know is going to use them and play with them and learn the game. I've done that.
Because this stuff, man, it's hard. It's hard to buy. I mean, if you come into this game late, you're doomed. I mean, you're not gonna.
It's not.
I mean, if you're rich, you can do it.
I mean, there is pieces out there you can get for decent prices. Don't get me wrong. But the thing is, you're just going to have some pieces. You're not going to have massive armies of them.
Yeah.
And that, sometimes that's the sadful thing. Sometimes it's the hard truth. But
he is a wonderful pick. Yes. Once again, good on big battle boards, good on tournament maps too. You can't go wrong with him.
Yeah, anything basically has 4 defense and more than 1 life is pretty awesome.
And bonds. I mean, you got to love the bonding.
That's just like icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Outside the +2 attack on large or the huge figures. I do wish they would have made that rule and said large and huge figures, but they didn't. They kept it huge for a reason.
And I'm not 100% sure. He could be a historical figure. I don't know. Sir Denrick, I don't know.
He could be, but I'm going to say probably not. I think he was all made up. But hey, who knows? Yeah. There could be a real Sir Denrick out there,
But as I always like to say, y'all, like and subscribe. Peace out from me.
And you know me, guys. Remember, set those order markers right. And you just might win that fight.
Later, guys.